First quarter action here at High Point, and Vernon takes an 8-0 lead. Watch Jeff Sedlock power up for two, and the Vikes are off to the quick start against the Wildcats.
You can see early.
Then off the inbounds, watch Vernon get it back to Sean Sable, who buries the three, and Vernon has an 11-0 lead. High Point finally gets on the scoreboard here, and it's Jack DeGroot with the step-back three, and the Cats are down 12-3. And High Point cuts Vernon's lead to 5 after one quarter. Watch Jack DeGroot step back again and rattle home the three, and Vernon has a 16-11 lead. We go to second quarter action. High Point makes it a one-point game here, 16-15, as Andrew Martinez sticks the three, and the Cats are down by one. And the Wildcats take the lead here. Watch Jack DeGroot with the steal, and he finishes with the left, and it's 17-16 Wildcats. Nice comeback. Now watch DeGroot with the terrific take here with the hanger, and it goes, and High Point has a 2-point lead, 24-22 over the Vikings. The Vikings do it on defense here. Watch Levi Burrell with the steal and the lay-in, and we are tied at 24 as High Point would take a 26-24 lead at the half. Third quarter to go, and it's John Newman off the Ty Tabito look and the three, and High Point is back up 29-26 early in the quarter. Vernon makes it a one-point game here. Watch the big guy, Jeff Sedlock, with the nice touch, and the Vikings trail by one, 31-30. But once again, Jack DeGroot has an answer for High Point as he takes it in for the easy deuce, and the Wildcats are up 35-33 after three quarters. Fourth quarter we go, and despite foul trouble, Jeff Sedlock keeps Vernon in the game as he goes strong to the hoop and cut High Point's lead to 3, 40-37. But it's Jack DeGroot with this terrific move, and it goes, and High Point now has a 5-point lead, 42-37. All right, Vernon trails by 3 late, but that changes here. Watch Sean Sable with the long three, and we're tied at 44. Big shot there. But Jack DeGroot refused to lose. Watch him convert inside to make it 46-44, and High Point would hit its free throws to hold on for the 49-47 Freedom Division victory to earn a season split with the Vikings.
It's always been like a tough battle with them, and last game we lost by two points, and it was just a rough loss. But this time we came back and brought it to them.
It's just a sweet victory. We're gonna have to celebrate it, but we got another game coming up soon. They played hard. We played hard. We just came out on top this time.
It's a great win. A lot of power points at stake for states, and it just gives us a lot of momentum into HWS against Del Val on Saturday.
I thought the kids played awesome. They really responded after getting down early. They played with toughness. They executed in the fourth quarter, and they got just enough stops to get the win. So really proud of the guys and happy for them to have a game like this on their home floor.
A real nice win for High Point. First time these two teams played up at Vernon. Vernon pulled out a 2-point victory. Vernon jumped out to a 12-0 lead in that game. Tonight, same thing almost. Vernon was up 11-0, but this time, High Point kept chopping away and got the victory.
Sometimes we find ourselves in a slump in the beginning, but now later in the season, we've been playing together a while. We have more team chemistry. We're getting used to how we play, and we got to focus on one play at a time. You're not going to score 11 points back on one play, so you just have to keep chopping.
We come out slow sometimes, but we usually find our rhythm, and then we get back into the game, and we find our shots, and we take the lead and just try to move on.
This Vernon team can put up a lot of points. They were missing one of those starters, Chris Ajamian, but High Point's team defense was terrific tonight and kept them in check.
We always practice D. That's Strell's main key points to our games, because if we can't play defense, we can't win games. So coming out here tonight, we just thought defense was key. So
we knew who their players were. Obviously, we played them before. We knew who hurt us last time, and we tried changing it up, not letting their best players hurt us as much.
Team defense is a big thing for us. We practiced it a lot in practice, and we just tell ourselves if we could keep teams under 60, 50, 40 in that range, we have a chance to beat them every night.
We saw their box scores. They could definitely light it up. They have shooters. Sable's a great shooter. Rodriguez. And then the bigs inside pose a lot of problems. So we spent a lot of time yesterday and in pregame, going over the stuff that they ran, and the kids executed it really well.
Jack DeGroot's been one of the top players in this area for the last few years. He sees all the junk defenses, but tonight he let the game come to him. He was terrific. He showed all facets of his game. He can shoot, he can drive, he can defend, he can rebound, and he had the eventual game-winning shot, finishing with 23 points overall.
This year a lot, I've been seeing junk defense, but my teammates have been doing great, passing the ball, scoring on their own, finding the holes that I could pass them to the ball, and even finding me sometimes. So I think we're getting better at it, and as you can see, we could beat it.
It's been a process for us and for him getting comfortable, and for our team getting comfortable with seeing a million different defenses. So I think it's credit to him and credit to his teammates that we're starting to get comfortable and we don't panic when we see those kinds of defenses.
As good as Jack DeGroot is, he needs his other teammates to step it up, and guys like John Newman and Andrew Martinez did that tonight, and they know they need to do that going forward.
What really helps us is that we have people who fill like certain roles. So when we get put in positions to score, obviously Jack's gonna score like he's crazy. He scores all the time, everywhere, all over the floor. But we all know our spots, and we try to like keep it to where we know we can do our best.
Those guys have done a great job, and some of them are young guys. Ty's a sophomore, Ryan's a sophomore. Landis, we played a freshman tonight. And it's for us this year, it's been somebody different that's kind of tried to step up and give us something. It hasn't been the same guy every game. Different people have done it, and we're starting to get multiple people stepping up, which we had tonight and carried us to the win.
High Point showed a lot of composure down the stretch. Sean Sable came up with a huge three to tie this game up for Vernon, but Jack DeGroot does what he does. He gets the eventual game-winning basket, hits his free throws, and High Point gets a big win and big power points as they get ready for the North 1 Group 2 tournament.
We're 5 seniors. We've been playing since middle school. A lot of us played 3 years of varsity basketball, so we have a lot of experience, and you can see that on the floor tonight.
We all have the drive to win here, so when it came down to the end, it's crunch time. We all know our part. We know we got to make a play when it happens.
That was great by the team, and I think what was great is they leaned on Jack. And when it's time to close the game out, you go to your best player. And Jack had 11 points out of our 14 in that fourth quarter. He knocked his free throws down, and he helped carry us. And it's nice to have that guy that could put everybody on their back, and it's nice for the team to recognize, hey, let's make sure we get him the ball and get him a touch. So it's a good job.
This High Point team has a lot to play for moving forward. They still have a game in the HWS against Del Val. They still have games against Newton and Hackettstown in the Freedom Division and the state tournament, and the Wildcats are looking forward to that challenge.
Just going forward, we're just going to work in practice tomorrow, be ready for our game, and every day's a new challenge, and we just got to make sure we keep going after it.
We're capable of a lot of things. We can make a run in HWS on Saturday, go beat Del Val, go into Newton, and the league is still up for grabs, I think. So, we're looking towards that and a state playoff berth. We're going to try to upset some teams and make a run.
It's cliche, but we stay the same. We just want to get better tomorrow at practice, and then we'll focus on Del Val, and then things kind of fall in place from there. So that's all we want to do. Just keep getting better and keep working together.